Hello, hello, hello. Shalom. I thought I had this appropriately set up the right way. Please forgive me. I was all straight before I got on here. Okay, so this can be quick. Very quick. I am going to read Ecclesiasticus. I was going to start in 43, but I think I'm going to read the tail end of 42, beginning in verse 15. Okay? And this is out of this Bible. It's one of my favorites. I really love it. And I felt very led lately to wear these more like this when I am on video. I don't know why. Abba, for sure. All right. So next I shall remind you of the works of the Lord and tell of what I have seen. By the words of the Lord, his works come into being, and all creation obeys his will. The shining sun looks down on all things, and the work of the Lord is full of his glory. And the Lord has not granted the holy ones the power to tell of all his marvels, which the Almighty has solidly constructed for the universe to stand firm in his glory. He has fathomed both the abyss and the human heart, and seen into their devotion. For the Most High knows all there is to know, and sees the signs of the times. He declares what is past and what will be, and revels the trend of hidden things. Not a thought escapes him, not a single word hidden from him. He has embellished the magnificent works of his wisdom. He is from everlasting to everlasting, and nothing can be added to him and nothing taken away. He needs no one's advice. How lovely all his works, and how dazzling to the eye. They all live and last forever, and whatever the circumstances, all obey. All things go in pairs, by opposites. He has not made anything imperfect. One thing complements the excellence of another. Who could ever grow tired of gazing at his glory? How beautiful is that? That's so awesome. And it brings me to those of you that are married. Opposites attract opposites, except they go together, right? All right. And so tomorrow is Rosh Chodesh. It is a new moon, and it is Adar 2 that we are moving into a 13th month. Just so you know. So how do I say this? Happened, that's what the world would say, happened to open this up? No. Truly, the Ruach led me to this. Okay? So I'm going to share. And this is Ecclesiasticus 43 in the part of the moon. And then the moon, ever punctual, to mark the times an everlasting sign. It is the moon that signals the feast, a luminary that wanes after being full. The month derives its name from hers. She waxes wonderfully in her phases. The banner of the host on high, shining in the vault of heaven. Isn't that gorgeous? And I love this chapter because it goes into the stars, the rainbow, and the wonders of nature. And it's so funny how this version puts the moon as a her. It's pretty amazing. And the sun was before that. But I just wanted to read the moon because this is a super quick video. But it is a new moon tomorrow night. And how glorious is that? And if you have never celebrated Rosh Chodesh before, or maybe you don't know about it, read the book A Time to Advance by Chuck Pierce. Um, hi. um, that book changed my life. So amazing. And I read that book every month. So every month I go through it and just keep on. It's a book you'll never get rid of. So you must have it. Um, and so, yes, tomorrow is 8R2 we move into, and it's a beautiful new moon. And um, I don't know, I just feel a special, um, just feels very special. This one does. And maybe it's because I'm anticipating my husband tomorrow. That could be it. Because I do have court. Yay. Um, but anyway, I don't know. I also want to throw this out there. I have been getting a sense from the Ruach, um, feeling like a shift happening, whereas we are supposed to, or at least me, wait, I don't say we, I say me. Um, Abba told me to get a linen dress many long months ago. This was like last summer. And I you put things in your Amazon cart and you leave it there because you're like, I don't know if I want that. Okay. It wasn't expensive or anything, but it's been there for a very long time. And he was like, get it now. And I'm like, I can't. I really can't. So I did. He's really leading me to dress more like the women in ancient times. And to me, it sounds weird, but when I think about it, it's really just pulling me in closer to him in a sense. People don't do that. And I was walking today and I was like, how far removed we are from the beginning. How far have we come? And it's like I just shared with the parable of the vineyard. Um, like those guys were talking, like we are the ones we know we're going to have to die for our faith, right? We know this. Abba told me when I was like 18 years old, like, okay, you're going to be beheaded. I mean, pretty much. And I don't say that out of doom and gloom. I never talk that way. I say that because that's what's important, you know? That is so what's important. And so I think he's telling me to strip down to the basics, simple, simple, simple. And I literally, 3.5, almost 4 years ago, we got out of our house and we moved in an RV. So that downsize happened. And then we moved out of our RV and we rented a room. So that downsize happened. And so now, like I said, we were living in our truck, but we still have a storage unit with it's like half full. But what I'm saying is like he's yanking. He's like telling me like be done. Simplicity. You need the word and you need me. You need to do what I say. That's pretty much it. That's where he's leading me right now. Excuse me. So I just wanted to throw that out there because if there are any other women feeling that tug in their heart, that string where the ruach is pulling you deeper and to get rid of the stuff and the things that are keeping you trapped and bound up. And I don't think it's not for everyone. People are supposed to have their home and things like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like it's less world, more of him kind of situation. Simple, you know, very, very simple. So that way we can stay close under his wing, tucked under his arm. Um, oh, awesome. Yes, we RV'd for 3 years. I loved it. It's my favorite. I want a yurt too. I want a tiny house, I want a yurt. I want land. I want to travel in an RV. Actually, my goal was to travel the country in a bus 25 years ago and tell everybody about Jesus back then, right? But anyway, it is what it is. Um, so yes, I'm very drawn to that lifestyle, and I think that Abba put it in me for a reason. So I used to think there was something wrong with me years ago because I didn't want the house and the picket fence, 2 cars and a dog. You know what I'm saying? It was never me. And He's got plans. He's got great plans. But I just feel this tug towards more and more and more simplicity. And like, I kid you not, he told me to get a survival watch. Like, it's been there for a long time too. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. But it was like he instructed me to get one, like to look at a compass and to have these things on hand. And I know why. I think we all know why, 'cause that time's coming. But but anyway, um, I don't know. It's tough because we still live in this world, and when we go out into the world every day, it's easy when you live in a house and you stay in your home all day like I used to do as a stay-at-home mom. But when you're in the world and you get into the world and around worldly people, it doesn't make sense to them and they don't understand where you're coming from. So it's difficult. And I know just this week alone has been huge moves of things he's been telling me. And just to tell me to add the name, if you noticed on my channel, the Ecclesia of Nazarene, because the Nazarene are the end time believers. The Ecclesia is the original church, and we are supposed to be Acts 2 ministry. And those of us that are called in these last days to live as they did when they first were baptized in the Ruach. And the believers shared everything and they lived together and they had the mission, and we are going to revert back to that. That's going to happen. And there's going to be safe havens and there's going to be things that people have to do to bring others who are suffering in tribulation in. But one thing I was clearly shown this week was that very much like the world is looking for some huge catastrophe to happen or something to mark, you know, this or that, which I think there may be something on that level, but at the same time, Abba keeps showing me that it's not going to be evident to those who don't know him. It's not, they're not going to see it. He keeps showing me that those of us that are awake and that are the pillars right now and that are the ones in preparation and refining and all of that stuff, he keeps showing me that we are the ones that know what's coming, but um, those that are not awake or saved or what, they could actually be saved but not walking the walk and straight away, right? So they're not going to see it. They're not going to see what is coming next. So it's really going to be, um, yeah, we just need to pray for people's eyes to be open. Like their eyes need to be open, um, because I think it's going to be a subtle at first transition into real tribulation or something. I don't know. I know it's a lot different for everybody has a different point of view of this, but everybody knows that something's coming. Everybody does. And so anyway, I didn't anticipate talking about that, but uh yes, but are you are the gatekeeper for your family. So if you have unsaved loved ones, they will be brought in because of you and your walk and you being that gate for them. So just keep praying. So Abba's going to work like for those of us. Like I have brothers and sisters that I practically raised that are not, and I love them to death. And they know because I took them to church with me. But you're the gatekeeper for your family because Abba puts one person into every generation that can be the lighthouse for the rest of the family, the gatekeeper for the rest of the family, so that that is not lost. So don't think that it's not your prayers are being heard, and Abba has got them. So when it comes down to you know real time, starts ticking, you'll see that. You'll see them change. You'll see it come. So, because I've got quite a bit, my kids aren't living that way right now. And I know that they will be because I got a praying mama who's not giving up. And I've seen so much just in this walk with my husband. And he's seen so much. Like, it's crazy. The hardest thing became the best thing. Still the hardest, but the best. And makes me want to press in and just be obedient. I'm just feeling so much, just need to be obedient, no matter how scared I am. So God bless you. I love you, sister. You're awesome. And thank you so much because you encourage me every day. I'm like, holy cow. So I just wanted to get on and read. I really think Abba's leading me to do some breaking down of the word, maybe like line by line, and talking about it so that we can really get it into our hearts and minds and not forget it. We've got a war with the word. So, and there's times where I'm warring in my spirit and I'm like, I think I forgot it, but then it comes up. So anyway, thank you. Yes, pray for him. Thank you. Thank you. We finally have a bond hearing tomorrow. And it was crazy because like our lawyer has not been returning my phone calls forever. And last week, no phone calls, even though this could have been done last week, but it wasn't Abba's timing last week. And tomorrow's a new moon and it's Rosh Chodesh. And I told my husband that tonight. And I heard a prophetic word that said somebody's going to be in front of a judge this week and you need to tell them what's on your heart. And many amazing things have come out of this situation. Like his ex-wife wiped away the whole case, the one we've been fighting for 14 years. And she submitted a letter and Abba provided the money I needed. So literally everything in the natural has been done. It is in the supernatural now. So I'm praying because he's going to get on here with me and we're going to do a testimony video. And it's going to be amazing. So yay. But anyway, thank you. I love you. I am praying for you. Have a beautiful evening. And read the word tonight. That's what I think is coming next. I'm going to be doing videos with the word where Abba leads. So it's going to be good. All right. Love you. Shalom, shalom.